Hello, hello. So I'm playing a little bit of Merge Dragons, and I thought I would stream today for a few minutes. Alright, so just entered my camp. Of course, no, I didn't go into camp. I'm back on the world map. Alright, so I do have the elemental event, and I'm not overly thrilled with it in the first place. So I'm not gonna bother. The whole design of it just, I don't know. It didn't do it for me. Anyways, I thought I'd play some Dawnvale today for the most part. At least for right now. I'm gonna do other stuff as well, but that's the majority of what I'm gonna do, is play around in Dawnvale, if it loads up. It takes its own sweet time. Alright, there we go. So I've got quite a bit of the land unlocked now. This is on my secondary account, the one that I could actually get into the camp on. I'm glad I had a backup one. So I've got a lot of stuff uncovered here, and I'm pretty much just playing cleanup. I do have a bunch of stuff that I want to work on for getting to the wonders for those chains, so that I can get more of these yellow squares unlocked. I've only done one of them so far. I do have a significant amount of dragon power, slightly over 30,000 for unlocking the rest of this land. Possibly more than that if there's an extra one of them in here. And I could push probably a little bit of that in my main camp. I've got a bunch of nests that I could play around with. But yeah, let's make some space. I'm not afraid of doing 3 merges to make that space. I'm just going to start moving stuff around, organizing it up a little bit. With something like this, when you're first starting out and space is such a premium, don't be afraid of 3 merges. Don't be afraid of getting rid of stuff. Yes, you'd never know what you're going to need, but most of the time, you can get it again, generally speaking. So, don't get trapped in the mindset that you absolutely have to do 5 merges. Alright, so let's get rid of that. And don't feel like you have to go for the largest orbs right off either. So you might not get everything healed out right at first. Oh well. You will get there eventually, and that's the important bit. Getting there. Now, if you get into the higher end of things, yeah, you might want to make sure when you get to the higher levels of things, you might want to make sure you stick it out and get those. But, yeah. Let's see. And we'll 5 merge those orbs. I've got a lot of healing left to do in here. And it will take a lot of high-level orbs, I'm sure. But I will get there. Lots and lots of the things to make the exotic flowers. Let's see. So that thing that just got exploded comes off of, I believe, the totems or the milestones, one or the other. Anyways, got some more of those. The found rings. And we'll merge those. This is the Dragon Tombs chain. And I just got a Ruined Dragon egg off of that. Stick that in storage. And the exotic flowers give the water wing dragon eggs. Let's see. Tap some of these off of these. You can't sit here and harvest the flowers, but you can tap them every so often. It's tempting to watch an ad and get that level 7 flower, but I'm gonna hold off on that thought. Get these off of these. Okay, I need to harvest some stuff off of these to get space again. Since you don't merge the fruits either. Hey, good afternoon to you too. How you doing today? Alright. There's 2 of these. And I don't mind the orbs going into bubbles at all. That just means I've got them saved up for later. And if you see an easy 5, okay, don't worry about it. Do it. But yeah, I'm not going out of my way to try to make sure I get 5 merges. I do have some nice levels into my flowers though. I'm just going to get rid of the crystal seed. I've got plenty of sources of those lurking around. Shroom spores. We'll bring those down. Oh, that's cute. Cutie shroom. Literally the name of it. Okay. And yeah, I'm just popping off orbs to make room for more. And we'll merge those. There's another water wing egg. Cool. Oh, I'm glad you made it. I know it was a little last minute that I put it up, but that's often the case with these just random streams. I definitely decided I didn't want to bother with the event that's going on right now that I've got, this elemental thing. I might check it out later, but I've never been thrilled with it. I do like this dragon though, the astral fin. So I might have to do enough to get that. But I'm not going to bust myself for it, that's for sure. I've been too disappointed in their events overall, for those ones at least. So unless they've made some significant changes, definitely not something that I'm going to go out of my way for. And I've been wanting to do this, so better things to do with my time, right? And we'll merge those up. I might go ahead and do some egg merges and whatnot to up my dragon power. I have got such a mess of eggs, tier 2 ones, especially in my camp. So, probably wouldn't hurt to work on that. Yeah. Bring that over. Flour. Essences, I have no problem with just popping them off. Arch those up, and that's another of those leaves for working on. Let's see. Bring that up there. That's a lot of mess. Yeah, I ran into the whole thing where it was hard to get enough points. So it left a bad taste in my mouth. I like the concept of it. Don't get me wrong, I like the concept. The delivery of it has lacked for me. And markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, that's a 2. And yeah. Hard to differentiate sometimes on these. There we go. That's another 2. Oh, there's a 2 hiding up there. That's what the problem was. Merge those up. Oof. That gets expensive, doesn't it? We'll get rid of those. I need the space. That doesn't have a... okay. These are 4s. 4s. Ooh, that gets expensive. No, thank you. That's a 4. That's a 5. That's a 5. That's a 5. Move that 4 over here. And a level 8 flower. And that's 2 more of the level 9 flowers. And an egg. We'll stick the egg in storage. I have been spending a little bit on the egg storage, I do admit. And since dimensional, or the season decision eggs are broken now, as far as I'm concerned. Fixed, but broken. I'm not, as bugged about having stuff out. Those are 3s, okay. Let's see, those... We've got a lot of stuff that's just bubbled up. Where I've been saving it up for cleanups. Those are not those. Star Quest rewards. And eggs that are stuck over here are primarily from before they did the update that made it so the eggs, for the most part, are going from outside sources are going to the regular camp again. Because it irritated the heck out of me that they were coming over here. Alright, there's those. Doo-doo. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Fives. These are sixes. That's a 4. That's a 5. There's a 4. That's an 8 and an 8. Oh, I just had another Zomblin come out from somewhere. Alright. Exactly. Best to just take it easy on these. It's not like it's a rush. The rewards aren't so great that I want to rush. There's no rush rewards on them, so if I do decide to play it, it doesn't hurt that I wait. And we'll merge those up. Little peasant Zomblin totem. I don't need that chest. Tap on these. And get some more of those little snail guys. Baby snails. I do not want the Baby Shark song in my head. I adamantly refuse to have that in my head. Need another Boab. Ooh, glowing dragon eggs. Get those into storage as well, eventually. And crater dragon eggs. Okay. 3, 4, and 5. Merge those snails. Merge these snails. Get rid of that one because I'm not even going to see what the cost on that is right now. Merge those on up. And the lag has increased, like I said, after I had an update. It got worse again. But these are cute. Look at that. That's kind of cute. They really overdo it with the hearts, though. I'm just putting that out there. They've really overdone it with the hearts on a lot of these designs. They're like Care Bear dragons. All right, sounds like a plan. Okay, so see what I mean, though? This is covered in hearts, too. Pretty, though. I really think this is a pretty one. Do I have enough for a 5 merge? Yes, I do. 1 is in storage. 5 merge those. Look at this little chunky monkey. This thing is adorable. At least, I think it's adorable. Except for it looks like it's wearing a diaper. A very uncomfortable one. Just putting that out there. Yeah. But it is cute. With its one little tooth there and everything. It is cute. Even if it is wearing a diaper. Yeah, we'll bring that over there. And this one up here. There's some more spice things. And we can 5 merge those level 1 trunks. Now we've got some level 2 of these. Of the huts. Do. There's some more spicy stuff we can bring over here. The homemade spices pots. There's a 4 merge worth there. I'm sure I can find some more. Okay, there's some more of these little found rings. We'll bring those over. Stick that egg in storage too while I'm at it. And yeah, I'm not worrying about 3 merges. It's all well and good to get the 5 merges later on, but there's so much going on that I'm not worried about it. Get rid of that seed. I'll bring that spice over. And I'm sorry, but these bags of spices, at a glance, oh, I've already took a look on 14 on one of the servers, on the Oceania server we're on, at potential houses. I kind of want to go for one of the 2 that are available in Shiragani. It's right on the beach. But yeah, so the bag of spice, just at a glance, when you're zoomed out, looks a little like a... yeah. Anyways. Mind, get out of the gutter. Oh wait, that's where it lives. Let's see. Mud puddles. Oh, that's not gonna fit there. I'm just gonna sell the geode. Mud print. That does a 5. And those give the beetle dragon eggs. That's the ancient pools chain. Huh, that's so weird that it's going in and out for the volume. Although I did have my head turned. That might be what it is. I need to get a different microphone, I think. I'll have to start looking into that. This one seems to be pretty one-dimensional. One-directional, even. Do 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 do. And I've got a lot of the lava, so right now I'm not gonna stress about lava. These wrathful volcanoes are what I use in place of words. Yeah, in place of words. In place of the golden apples for doing merging and or for bubbling. Okay. More of these glow bug eggs. Got a lot of these hanging around. Alright, let's merge some of those up. And we'll go to there and see if there's... No, there's only a 3 merge worth of them. So stick those in storage and make some room. Tier 2 of the hippie eggs. Harmonious. Got a bunch of seasoned decision eggs that are definitely not as useful as they once were. I don't know what possessed them to make the changes that they did. It just... I don't know. They just disappoint me a lot anymore. Which is why I'm glad I've got other merge games that I play too. So when I get really ticked off with this one, I can go play something else. But then they have little things like this, and I enjoy them, you know. So, half of one, six of... Or yeah. Half a dozen of one, 6 of another. As it were. Pop these out there and I can deal with those. I'll deal with those things that are bubbled over there later. Alright, if I see an easy 5 merge, I'll do it. I'm just not hunting so much for them. And if I remember something's around here, yeah, I'll go for it. Alright, so that's a lava grove. I am going to bubble up like the 2x1s and save them for later occasions. Do, Got some tier 2 nests down here too. Oh, I should save those for a shiny days, but let me double check my mastery on those. Oh, I can't from there. Toadstools. I know I've got more than these 9 merges in here. Yeah, I don't need to worry about shiny days for these guys then. I can just merge them up and get rid of bubbles. Alright, might as well get rid of some. Alright. And since it's not a shiny days, there's no chance of getting shinies because these are a coin breed. Which is absolutely fine. Since I've got it all the way mastered, I don't need them. I did notice they've got a thing where you can tap to supposedly skip the shiny day animation. Yeah, it doesn't skip it. At least not enough to feel like a skip to me, but hey, at least they're trying. I'm gonna say this much. If it's a breed that I've got mastery on, I'm not so careful about saving all the eggs. If it's a coin breed, especially. Although I'm a little bit leery just yet, even though I've got a lot stored up. I wonder if they'll give us more of these extra camps. Over time. So I'll stick these in storage for now. And I empty the storage out into the original camp. Yeah, I should have brought those. Oh, okay. Those blue ones should have come down there. Oh well. Stick that in storage as well. Bring that one down and merge that so I can get that out of there. I've got a lot of boxes that are just saved up that I should merge up. Being so far zoomed in is hard on me for seeing as much of the map as I like to see, so. I'll bring these up. Get rid of that geode, it's just more stuff in the way. Get rid of that little bit of lava. That's a self-perpetuating chain, so. I'm not terribly fussed about the fact that sometimes I delete those. Or sell them. Sell them, probably the better phrase. The lava blobs can go. Alright, let's see. Get rid of that. I know there's more of these up to the top. Just one. Okay. Oh. And plenty of them bubbled. Alright, let's see. I'll stick that in storage as well. Get rid of that. I can get down in here and start cleaning these up a bit. There we go. Merge those so. And there's an amber dragon egg. And we'll merge those. More of those 5s. Oh, there's another Zombling came down to play. And that's another totem. Do. 1, 2, 3. I know I've got more. 4 and 5. Ooh, that's an expensive one. And these dragon plants, the egg that they produce is the obsidian mystery egg. Also, I've noticed that now that I've got these, on tasks that call for merging mystery eggs, it's not counting any of them. Tap off the fruits off of that because these are the ones that give me the furious orbs. Fruiting dragon trees, which are harvestable. What are these going to harvest? Ah, yes, the ambers. All right. They are harvesting out these amber logs. Ooh, 145 gems for the level 7 dragon plant. No, nope, we're not doing that. Get rid of the geode. Okay. Well, I'll need to clean that up in a little while. But not just yet. Okay, I can send these back to my regular camp, which is good because I absolutely was not enthralled with the idea of the super eggs or the fragments being in the second camp. That was one of my biggest gripes initially. So the fact that they let us move those over now, I'm happier with things. Let's see. I should just get rid of a lot of these because I believe that is a self-perpetuating chain. Let me double check that if I can find something in that chain. There we go. Not harvestable. Never mind. Hold that thought. I might be holding on to these geodes after all. At least for a little while. Let's see. No. This one can come down here, though. That'll give me 3. Get rid of the chests. The chests are never worth it. At least, in my opinion. And we'll 5 merge those. Eights. I will admit that this has actually gotten me playing the tower a little bit. Eek. But, yeah. Alright, get rid of those dimensional jars as well. Level 9 flowers. Level 10s. Ooh, 135 for the level 11s. And I don't believe I've gotten any further up than that so far. So yeah, we're going to discover the level 12s together here after I put those eggs into storage. Right there. Ooh, 175 for the level 12s. And we'll put that egg away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more levels. Oof. But as long as this chain is, I might be tempted. I don't want to spend those gems on that one. I can spend them to get through an out-of-camp event faster. These I can always get more of. And it's a marathon, not a race. Oh, these berries give wondrous orbs. Well then. We're just going to stick these all the way over here. Get rid of that lava. Put that egg in storage. Get rid of that lava. Stick that up there as well. And yeah, I'm just popping orbs off. It's not like it's a race. Alright. Bring that snail over. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm tempted to just get rid of some of those geodes. Tempted. But not necessarily gonna do it. Alright, bring those up there. Merge those up. Alright. So how are you guys doing? Do you guys have this? Let's see, 2s, 3s. I already knew that. But it's sometimes hard to keep track of where everything is. There we go. Yeah. I actually have more down here, so we'll bring those down. Couple more ruin eggs. I've got a 5 merge worth of those. Let's do that. And this one, again, it's a little Care Bear dragon with a heart on its belly. See? Little heart on its belly. It's cute, though. In a way. Anyways. Alright, we're gonna bring this over here. 5 merge the Mask of the Ancient, the level 3s. 65 for that. Ew. Statue of the Companion. Oh! Oh no. It's gems to upgrade this? Ay vey. And 60 gems at that. That's a little ridiculous. Don't they have enough gem grabs? Well, let's see. I'll leave that alone for now. Camp wasn't built in a day. Put these in with that pile of ambers. We're gonna get all these out of their little bubbles, these dangerous plants. I'm just trying to clean up my bubbles mainly. Get some more of those rings out as well. Alright, that's a magnificent season chest. That's the max size of it. So let's see what we get out of that. Just moving stuff over. Scarlet speckled eggs. A lava bit. A flower, level 7 flower. Alright, alright. Let's see. So, scarlet speckled dragon eggs. Let's take a look at these. Again, the heart on them. They're kind of cute. What does the actual dragon whelp look like? Is it going to be more of a mushroom or more of a ladybug? Or am I'm entirely wrong. What the? What is this meant to? Well, it's got a little heart shape stuck on its chest too. That's hey, awesome. I'm glad you got it last weekend. You having fun with it yet? Yeah. What in the... I am at a loss for words for this. And I don't have any further up the chain. So I'm at a loss with that one. I don't know what to think of it yet. I hope it gets better. That's what I'm gonna go with. I hope it gets better. A succulent. And we'll bring that up here. Okay. Let's see. Flour. All right, let's run that through the... No, I don't want to pick one of those. I'm going to stick it in the storage for now. Oh, there's a Zomblin. Shaman Zomblin. It came off the level 4 Boab fort. Can't merge these up. But it looks like you can harvest them. But if they're producing the Zomblins so that I can get something else, I might just avoid harvesting them for the time being. Amber eggs. Yeah, that lack of land at the start is really rough. But we've started out like that before, so... But yeah, I found it rough myself. And we'll merge those up. It did give me a kick in the pants to start building my dragon power up faster. Because I didn't have a lot of dragon... I had enough dragon power to open up the camp pretty much on the original camp. And then I eased off, but gave me a boot in the rear to keep going. To get my dragon power built back up. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's one. That's one. And that's one of the peasants. And I'm wondering if these totems are meant to be like, the graves are in the main camp. I'm thinking maybe. Sort of. Another amber egg. I do like that just merging the chains is giving me eggs. Each chain that's producing eggs only produces one type, by the way. Alright, I'll bring that down. Do, 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 do. I've got a bunch of orbs built up. That are just bubbled up. Let's see. Fives, fives, and fives. But yeah. A little bit of progress, bit by bit here. More flowers. Another egg. Not enough yet for the merge. So we'll stick that in storage. Merge those up. Stick those in storage. Get rid of the lava. And Strix eggs. That's a tier 2 of the rocks. Nice little 5 merge there. We'll call it good. Alright, let's see. 5 merge there. There's a 5 merge of the amber eggs now. Alright, let's have a look at these. Okay, that's kind of cute. Kind of weird. Big, goofy, googly eyes. Okay. I get why it's themed that. Okay. That's different. What do you think of it? And Tangle Thorns. Let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 in this chain. Merge those up, and that's 2 more of these flowers. Tomato gardens, huh? I'm gonna bring this over this way. I've got all sorts of stuff up here that's gonna come out of bubbles eventually. Refill this map. Dragon missions. Let's get that out. More puddles. We'll go with some low-level snails. That will help me clean up some stuff. Let's bow up trees. I'll leave lava alone. Leave the bubble geodes, alone. Treasure tower stuff, okay. Alright. Do. Alright, I'll bring one of these venom shades over. Merge there. 59 for the level 5. No. Alright, let's see. Store that up. Three, 4, and 5. I'm gonna bring a 4th one up there. It makes a 5 merge of those, which is 2 more of the level 5 flowers. Bring those over. Need 2 more. And that's a 10 merge there. 5 merge there. Get rid of these dimensional jars. And we'll 5 merge these level 2 flowers. Got a couple more eggs. Store those on. Yeah, let's check it. Oh, yeah, plenty for merging. That's. I haven't really looked at these too much yet. Okay, these look like just a kind of slight redesign of the J's. You know? That's an interesting design choice. All right. Just get rid of that lava. All right. There's 4 of those. Put that. Yeah, there's a 5 merge there as well. And supposedly these breeds are supposed to be even more dragon power. I'm gonna get rid of that little bit of lava. And that little bit. Get rid of that dimensional jar. And the lava gives you the wooden spirit eggs, which come up on bingo regularly. At least they have for me. Now the bingo has also asked regularly for the lava oasis and for the lifeful springs to be made. The baobab huts and whatnot have been coming from harvest off the lava as well for me once I got more of the map opened up. I'm not sure if it was a later add-in or if it's just a matter of you have to get to a certain point before it introduces them. But that's where they were coming from for me. That was the chain of events that led to them. Bring these peppers down. The gardens here, these attract bugs, apparently. $51 gems for that. Oof. We're just gonna get rid of those dimensional jars. You're harvesting. That takes a long time to harvest. Oh, self-perpetuating once you get to where you can harvest these. Excellent, excellent. Always like it when a chain self-perpetuates. Thing is, does it harvest them all the way? Gonna find out. What? You look like you're carrying two things. Check this guy out. Is he carrying two different things? It sure looks that way. We gotta follow this guy. He's dropped one thing. Oh, okay. It's a glitch. Check that out. So he looks like he's just carrying around an orb now, too. He ain't got anything. He broken. Well, isn't that just special, right? Tomato garden. Need one more of those. Is there another one around? Yes, tomato garden. The start of civilization. Sure. Oh, we got more jalapenos now. Alright. I feel like I've made progress, and at the same time, like I haven't. Alright. I only need almost 4,000 more to unlock that section of the map. Let's go back to my main camp for a minute. Alright, I'm gonna grab some nests out and do some merging. And I've got a race, I think, as well that could be done. And I don't know. The races make such a mess. Sure has taken a long time to get back to camp. There we go, level chest. Let's stick that down here. Of course, I do have a lot of bubbles. This pile here is just random eggs. These are such a waste now. Irritates me to no end that you can't use them to go fishing anymore. Alright. Need some tier 2s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 nests to start with. And if they are a non-shiny breed, I'm not going to deal with them right now. And if they're a shiny but a coin breed, it will wait as well. Yeah, to heck with it. I'm not gonna fuss around. There we go. Well, I hit the skip. It didn't really feel like it skipped much. They need to just make a setting that turns off the shiny notifications entirely. It still does the flippy thing. It still does all the animation crud. Well, most of it. I don't want any of that. I don't want it resizing my screen. I don't want it zooming things in. And there it goes again. Match those up. One of these days I will have to go through this pile and sort them out, because I've got plenty of them down here as well that are already sorted out. But today is not the day. It's not even the same millennia. But I'm gonna have to go through them at some point just to free up space. These are tier 2 nests as well, I think. The brown baskets, they're nests for them, are an indicator that they're probably a coin breed. Probably. Got lots of mystery eggs there. The only reason I have Imperial eggs is because of the seasonal dimensional jars, or seasonal decision eggs. Oh, with that nerfed, well... Stick that up here. I'll stick those up there because they're not tier 2. These are tier 2 though. Crackies can come over here because they are not, or the Leviathans, because they don't have a shiny yet. However, the innovators should. And I might as well get shinies on the ones that can get shinies. There we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, skip. 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 Hey! Okay, so the skip option doesn't show up until after it's a little too late, apparently. But I know it's supposed to be there, so I can spam it. I'll do it. Alright, let's merge those on up as well. Yeah, these are mastered, so meh. Meh. Alright. Well, since I've got these mastered, I don't need this one either. I don't need that one either. That one can go. Goodbye. Martians. Get a 5 merge there. I don't have to worry about the shinies on these, but I do want to finish getting the chain. Okay. Gargoyles don't have a shiny yet. Do, do, do. And yes, this pile that's right in the center of my screen, that's pretty much all tier 2 nests. It's disgusting. And I love it. Okay, no shiny for the comets yet. We'll hold that thought there. Those will wait. That'll wait. That'll wait. No shinies there, so that can wait. That can wait. Those will wait. That'll wait. That can wait. No shinies yet there either. So we'll hold that thought for now. At some point, even if there's not shinies for it, I will have to go ahead. Just because having too many whelps and whatnot is also not good for stability. Getting some progress in here for dragon power. Well, I can have the shinies sorted out for that chain. I'll go ahead and do that. And that'll just leave me with the regular ones to master for the werewolves. We'll wait on that because there's no shinies yet. No shinies there yet either. No shinies in these either, but we'll do a merge there because they're supposed to have more dragon power, being from the secondary camp. That doesn't seem like it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, wow. Oh, my. What in the... That is definitely something. Do they have a transparency game? No. No. If they do, I'm not noticing it. That's... Giving me feelings of the humming bloom, the Mother's Day one as well. That's... Yeah, that's hummingbird reminiscent in that design too. But also the Jays. I don't think I have the humming bloom on here. Yeah, that's definitely more the hummingbird one. But it's also got some of this bird a little bit. But it's also got the humming blooms in that design. It's different. It's definitely different. Alright, let's see these level 2s of the craters. Oh my word. Oh my word. What a goofy little goober. I'm liking the wings, the coloration on those wings. I I'm torn. That crater that he's in bothers me in some ways. That little moon fragment that he's sitting in. Some ways it bugs me, but it's overall kind of cute. Although there is clipping with those wing beats and the little diaper looking thing. Yeah, the ones from the other camp do have a little more dragon power. Huh. Glow bugs. No shiny for those just yet. Let's see what the level 2s of these look like. Okay. That's... Excuse me. It's given me vibes of the mantis dragon. A little bit. I don't dislike it. I've still got a lot more to discover yet. A lot to discover on this account. Okay. Well, over 800,000 now. Merge those up. No, I don't need the shiny animation. We'll get these out. I can get rid of that. Well, I might just pop it out. Two. And that can come up this way. I am gonna need to take a lot of time and go through that pile of eggs here. There's so much mess. I don't need any more of the toadstool ones. Merge those up. Merge up these magma dragons. Now this one, this one is kind of cute. It really is. It's just, what in the world? You know, it's something. But I kind of like this one. I better hold on to those for now. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to Dawnvale here in a moment to see if I can open up some more land. Yeah, I've got those mastered, so I do still need another shiny there to get the full mastery on those. Just need to get a level 10 for the full mastery there. I could knock that one out. So that'll give me 2, which would make a 3 merge, and that'd make a 3 merge, and that would give me the 10. Yeah. And then I don't have to worry about those anymore either. It's a little wasteful to not get, 2 of them. But, yeah. Alright, Sharp Dragons are now mastered. I don't have to worry about those ever again, other than cleaning up what I've got. We'll wait on those till a shiny day. We'll save that for shiny days. Yeah, we'll wait for a lot of this. Yeah, we're just gonna wait on a lot of these. Okay. Why did I just open that again? I know, I was gonna go in my, egg storage and bring stuff out into this camp so that it's over here rather than taking up space in the one that I'm working on more. Kind of want to leave those in here. I am going to leave the seasoned decision eggs in here. There has got to be some way to reset those. I'm looking for a way to be able to reset them. And if I find one, I'll let you guys know. But for now, they're going to live in there. Takes a moment for these to finish thinking. Excuse me, I closed this. Taking its own sweet time. Do 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 do. There we go. Finally. All right. One, two, three, four, five. We'll merge these artifact mystery eggs. And that's a ruin. And no. No, I was trying to get the dragon that's there, but okay. Wooden. Alright, we can get rid of the toadstool egg. Let's go back to the other camp. Did I give myself enough dragon power this time to open up more land? I'll find out shortly. Yes. Oh, wow. And another 2,700 to open up another piece. Okay. Well then. Let's make that happen. Shouldn't take long to make that happen. I've got stuff I can merge. I've still got stuff I can merge. And that's only 8, but that'll merge. Am I gonna get this to where I've got, other than making the wonders, I've got the land uncovered? Is that happening today? I mean, it could happen today. I have no problem with that happening today. Alright. I have a big pile, like I was saying, of mystery eggs. I'm gonna get rid of that. A very big pile of mystery eggs. I might need to go dabble with those mystery eggs. sort of want to do a video with them rather than a stream. So I might have to hold off on that. It won't be a long video. It'll just be doing like a mass merge. Well, maybe not a mass merge, but it'll be a massive amount of merging either way. All right, earn rewards. What kind of rewards? Tap to unlock that. Bismuth. Carnivorous. Scarlet speckled. Alright. Okay. Sorry about that. Beetle and beetle. Oh, we're not buying any of those, so they can forget about that. Do, 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 do. All right. Let's see. Just tap those out. And we'll merge those. Get rid of that. And that can come up this way. All right, let's see. Yellow one there. All right, bring that down and that over. That's a couple more bits for making flowers. Bring that over there. Alrighty, let's see. Another bit for making flowers. Bring these level 4s up here of those. Get rid of that dimensional jar. Get rid of that one. And we'll merge these venom shades. There we go. And we'll bring these down here. 5 merged there. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's tap them and get the fruit off. So I've got a lot more healing to do, even though I've got most of it uncovered. 35 is not that bad, and I could always watch an ad for it. One, two, three, four. I'm not gonna skip stuff on those. That would be wasteful on those. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Ooh, can harvest these. What are they gonna give me? Anything useful? Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. They give the pearly grottos. And these. Okay. That's right. I forgot. They're still new. I don't have them memorized just yet. That's a lot to remember. And we'll merge those up. There's another egg. Merge up these spice bags. That gives me 2 of the spice trades. And I should have more of those, I thought, but maybe not. Maybe I cleaned those up recently. Oof, 2720. And there's the heart exotic flowers. Put that egg away. Let's see. Not quite. All right, let's get rid of that. Haven't even touched the succulents today. Ah, there we go. 5 merged the level 2s, 5 merged these level 3s. Mud basin can harvest for suspicious minerals and essence stones. Okay, let's do that. Malachite shell. That's a new chain. That's pretty. For bismuth crabs. Huh. Well, that's something. Okay. They've got a timer, a cooldown for how often they can be harvested. Okay. Get rid of that vault. Okay. Well, I'll definitely have to check in on those at some point. 2, 3. Four. So these, when you get to the max level of them, I believe you harvest them out, if I remember right. It's been a hot minute. Excuse me. Get rid of that chest. This is part of those chains there. Alright. Get rid of that. I'll merge these guys up. There's some of the finished ones of those. So I'm going to bring those down here. Where'd the other one go? I don't know. I lost it. Had to have it in the first place to lose it, but I lost it. Where'd it go? I know I popped it out over here. There it is. Yeah? Yeah. What are they going to give me? They're going to give me these sealed cloud heart shells. A secret opens. I almost have the max on those. So anyways, this will be another one where I'm going to record it as a regular video rather than a stream when I make the finals, if I record it. Okay, and there's 2 more of these. There we go. Okay. Unified merge there. Level 6 Poison Priss Tree. Ooh, 84 gems for that. For the dimensional jar. If I were to decide I wanted to buy that. All right. Hmm. Well, I'll bring that over. Couple more of these. And I've got a couple more of these Cloud Heart shells lurking around underneath bubbles. If I merge the cracking ones, 71 gems for the dimensional jar there. Yuck. No, no, no. I've got better uses for those personally. But I can tap those and get some of these Cloud Hearts and Tide Hearts. Bring some blue ones together. And some white ones together. There's another blue one. Do I have enough for 5 merges? Not just now. They take a little bit longer to recharge than some other things do. If I merge these sleeping snails, 121 gems for that dimensional jar. Eek. Alright. I'll just merge these hungry snails. And that gives me 2x1s. Whew, 295 gems. If I wanted those dimensional jars. No. No, 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 no. Nope. And if I've got enough, I don't have enough stuff piled out here to make that work just now. Let's bring some of these boxes out from different things because there might be other things inside those bubbles as well from the royal rewards and the like. All right. I made a mess again. But I have made progress. I've cleaned up a lot of bubbles in here. 2720. Had a flower come out. Could have sworn. That's a max size magnificent chest, so. We'll just put that up here, tap on it. That should make it so I can move stuff around to bubble those. Yes. Yes, yes. So I've got 4 of those 2x1 snails now. And froggin dragon eggs. Now those either came from that chest that I just opened or from merging those snails. Oh my! That is an interesting egg. A bouncy egg. Yeah, I'd say so. That is an interesting egg design. I kind of like it. I really kind of like this egg. All right. Okay, I'm gonna merge them. I want to see what these look like. Show me these froggets. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a little tadpole. The look on its face. Okay, that's heckin' adorable. That is something. That is something else. All right. All right. And that is a magnificent eventful chest. What's in that? Some flowers. Okay, and some eggs. Okay. Hmm. Do-do-do. I should bubble up the lava grove. But, merge those up. All right. I want to see more of this chain for these scarlet speckled dragons. I really do. Because the whelp I'm uncertain with on my feelings about it. Glow bugs. Oh man, they make me think of those Glowbug toys from back when I was a kid. Those were kind of cute. Say kinda. They were cute. And yeah, they're reminding me of those now the longer I've seen them. The more I've seen of them. Hmm. Magnificent season chest. Has some flowers. And, okay, so the season chest had frog and dragon eggs nest in it. Okay. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Alright. Only 3 eggs that time. Oh. That is sorely disappointing. That was sorely disappointing. Alright. Store that away as well. Magnificent eventful chest. Come on. Finish the merge, thank you. Level 3 chests. Level 2 of the... Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Merge up the 3s. Okay. And that's Crater Dragon eggs. Bring these ones over. Okay. Tap out those nests. Get rid of the dimensional jar. And that one. Ooh. Dragon Lord Sarcophagus, level 6. And that's another one you gotta upgrade with gems. Really? More of that? Ugh. Why? Why do we gotta be this way, guys? Why do they gotta be that way? They're feeding me harshly with the sadness and disappointment there. And there's another one of them. Sadness and disappointment there. Alright. But I've got eggs, so I can merge some more dragons up. I'm just bemoaning the fact that I have to spend gems to level those up. That's all. Yeah. Having to spend money or, farm gems is not a challenge. It's just, a money grab. It's fewer dimensional jars that I'll buy, that's for sure. I just gotta make sure I play the game at 2 to 3 local time, since that's when the best odds seem to be for getting the purple stars to get free gems. And we'll merge those on up as well. Getting a little closer. Lots and lots of ones of these that should have stuff in them. They're the max sized ones or I wouldn't be popping them open. That's one thing. Boxes like that I will not open unless they're the max sized and cannot be merged up any further. Merge up those craters. Veggie field level 6. Bugs love a good snack. Yep. That flower can come over this way. And let's see here. Get those to merge. Tap on these. And we'll merge the level 9s. Get an egg there. Not enough for a merge though. Stick that in storage. Level 4. Bring that over. Those came out of a chest. We're just going to slide those up here. Some of the veggie things, too. And trees. All right. Okay. Merge those. Arc of Deity. Crystallized scrolls can be found nearby. What's coming off of that? What do you got in your hands? Crystallized scroll, an artifact from a long lost past. Interesting. Lost artifacts. Huh. Their spelling choices leave much to be desired, though. It's artifact with an I for the title, and then artifact with an E in the description. Anyway. What is that part of the chain of? Okay, so that's the dragon tombs. Well, bring that flower over this way. I like to keep the flowers in the same general area. Makes tidying it back up easier, and there's more Krogan eggs. And another Arc of the Deity. Okay. Interesting. I'll definitely have to delve into those later. Another flower. Alright, if I'm gonna push this dragon power up, I'm gonna have to go back to the original camp. Because I've got myself in a space crunch again. That will need to be addressed at a later time. Because right now is not the time. Alright. Let's see if I can crank out just enough dragon power to open that next piece of land. And possibly the entirety of the camp. For the second camp. Couple thousand dragon power. I can do it, right? I know I can. As long as I can get into the camp. Do. Okay. Beetle eggs, not enough. Let's get some tier 2 nests going on. That better be enough. There's a few there. That's a 5. Got a shiny off of that. Need 2 more of these. Let's see. I know I've got eggs from second camp in this pile. From Dawnvale. I've also got some mystery eggs from Dawnvale. Alright, let's see here. Let's do some cleanup. Obsidian mystery eggs. Gave me a carnivorous plant dragon whelp and a succulent dragon whelp. Okay. And amber and carnivorous. Carnivorous and succulent. Okay. So far, that seems to be what they give for that one. Amber eggs. How about magma eggs? Not a 5 merge. At least not yet. Ruin eggs. Let's see. 5 merge of those. Only 2 of those now. Do I have another magma egg? I might have, but I'm not sure if I can spot it right out. And I'm not gonna dig. Alright. Alright, let's see. Do we have... No, that's a 3. Is there a 5 merge of carnivorous? No. And again, I don't feel like digging for them. Although I could. Got enough water wings around. Two, 3, 4, 5. Well, since I can't influence eggs, decision eggs anymore, I'll just bring those jewelborns out. 3, 4, 5. All right. Get through these. Merge the batty bats. Batty, batty, bat, batty, bat, bat, bat. Reorganize. Birds. Not by mastery. I'll go by merges. 5 merge the beetles. Oh my word. Let's look at these guys. That's something. I don't know what to say about him, so that's something. All right, let's see here. Yeah, you too. Have a great one. Thanks for coming to the stream. I'm going to be wrapping up here real soon. All right. I do want to see if I can open up that last little bit of land, though. I could pop over there, though. I've got stuff out, so... It's not like it can't tackle them. It's just some mystery eggs that have to get organized. To make their merges. Alright, let's go back over to the other one. That's okay. That's okay. Have a good one. I'll see you later at the end of the week. Hope you have a great week. Alright. Last little bit here. Have I made that 2000 and something dragon power already? It's got to be close. It is. There we go. Opening possibly the last bit of land. It's yellow. Mostly. Yeah, that's all the land. What's this going to be? Required wonder. Great Tideheart Shell. Okay. I'm almost there for that one. Well, on that note, though, I'm going to wrap things up so that I can make those as different videos when I open some of those yellow ones. Alright, thanks for hanging out, guys. Hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Love y'all loads. Stay awesome. And bye for now.